AI in FinTech.
We are thrilled to have over 100 participants out of a pool of 350 plus registrations for this event, and we are very lucky to be in a well-air-conditioned room for the day and tomorrow. You know, the event happening.
Over the next 2 days, the teams and solo individuals will be developing groundbreaking AI-driven solutions in areas like trading, AV and VR, and VR experiences and financial education.
We have an amazing lineup of speakers from the industry giants like Google and TikTok, also Falta, Malo, and many more. And we also have a group of dedicated mentors and judges to support and evaluate their work.
We are also honored to have the endorsement of Chief Scientist Dimitris Koulidis.
Thank you. And before we dive in, we would like to extend a special thank you to the sponsors of the event. The Quadcode sponsor, EconVX, and Thinker sponsors, AdTech Holding and Rouge Circle, and we thank everyone for making this event possible. Joining us, our esteemed judges and mentors, including experts from various fields who we will guide and evaluate your projects. Now, please join us in welcoming them and give them a round of applause.
Sergey Dobrovolsky, CEO, founder at Quadcode.
Felix Vladimirsky, Chief Revenue Officer at Quadcode.
Michael Cleary was Managing Director at Capacitor Partners.
Maria Duente, co-founder and CEO of Malo.
Kilianos Lavro, founder and CEO at Hard Group.
Nicolas Pesarinis, CTO of EconVX.
Tatiana Romaniuka, General Manager at Tech Island.
Elena Dolia, CEO at AdTech Holdings. And you know what? I want to ask you a question before we proceed.
Okay.
Because I found some fun trivia about AI. My favorites. So, when was the term artificial intelligence first coined? Does anyone know? Like a decade or something?
Like a year?
No, Maria, do you know?
Maybe the year I was born?
No, it was first coined at 1956 by John McCarthy at the Dartmouth Conference. 1956 artificial intelligence was first announced. And now, let's proceed.
Okay, to ensure a smooth experience, let's go over some important details.
First, teams. The teams needs to be focused on AI personalization on FinTech.
Second, rules. Follow the provided guidelines and submit your project by deadline.
First position receives 30,000 euro. Big prize. 7,500 euros for the second prize and 2,500 for the third prize.
Now, without further ado, let's kick off this hackathon.
Please begin brainstorming and turning your innovative ideas into reality. And remember, the mentors are here to help, so feel free to bother them.
Now we welcome on stage Mr. Sergey Dobrovolsky to make an opening speech.
Hello, everyone. I'm really surprised to see so many people Saturday morning. Instead of going to the beach, you are here. But maybe it's good because, as I heard, the day will be the hottest of this season, and here at least it's air conditioned. So, this idea came to my head in half years ago in December. I just visited Cyprus for celebration of 10 years of our company. And we just had a meeting. I asked guys what we are doing in AI. We do some hackathon internally. Then we decided to make it like for whole island. And I surprised how fast the team and partners managed to make this event possible. And all of you are here. And all teams already are winners. I think it doesn't matter who's gonna win. It's meta, but not so for all of us because we already our winners. We are here, we innovate, we showing that Cyprus is a beautiful place to make in business. I can confirm it myself. I'm 10 years here. Like we have a company 10 years in Cyprus, and it's like just amazing how fast it's developing and growing, and the community is just amazing. So I will not take too much time from you anymore. So I just wish teams good luck and have fun. And we have a special guest here, the Chief Scientist of Cyprus, Dimitris Kouridis. Welcome on the stage. And we are waiting from you some beautiful words of how Cyprus became such a beautiful place for innovation and what we can do to help you to make it even more innovative and how you can help us to do it. So please go here and report.
Good morning to all. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed participants, sponsors, distinguished guests. As Cyprus Chief Scientist for Research, Innovation and Technology, it is my pleasure to welcome you here today at the warehouse by IT Portugal Minnesota for the HackAIthon AI, the power of personalization, an event that is a true first for Cyprus. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to all of you on behalf of the Deputy Minister for Research, Innovation and Digital Policy, Mr. Nicodemus Damiano. This event serves as another step in our journey towards establishing Cyprus as a global leader in research, innovation, and technology. I'm particularly excited about the Quadcode HackAIthon since it presents our goal of bringing brilliant minds together from various fields to harness AI. As an AI evangelist myself, I recognize its extreme potential to transform various industries, as well as the fact that AI isn't just a technological advancement, it's a paradigm shift towards the creation of more intelligent and efficient systems, profoundly improving our daily lives. This hackathon offers a unique opportunity to drive innovation and shape the future of fintech through collaborative efforts and cutting-edge technologies and tools, which I'm sure all of you will demonstrate with great spirit. Hackathons are becoming a key method for founders and innovators to boost and promote their products and services. They foster a unique environment where creativity, collaboration, and competition come together to drive rapid innovation. By participating in these hackathons, individuals and teams can push the boundaries of what is possible, developing solutions that can quickly move forward from concept to reality. These events are incubators of innovation, providing a platform for new ideas to be tested, refined, and launched into the market. Our vision for Cyprus, as one of my key responsibilities as Chief Scientist and CEO of Cyprus, is to position the country as a leading hub for research, innovation, and technology. I'll be sharing a few thoughts later on as to how business and technology come together in various inflection points. We are committed to creating an ecosystem where groundbreaking ideas can flourish and technology can be leveraged to improve the lives of our citizens and people worldwide. The government's support for initiatives such as this hackathon is a testament to our dedication to fostering innovation and making Cyprus a beacon of technological advancement. The Cyprus 2035 strategic plan demonstrates our commitment to transforming our island into a center of excellence for research, innovation, and one of the best places to live, work, and invest. We aim to create an environment that not only develops homegrown talent, but also attracts international researchers, innovators, and businesses. Hackathons are a vital component of our broader strategy to foster a culture of innovation and a culture of excellence. Cyprus is rapidly emerging as a center for artificial intelligence development. Our centers of excellence, as well as research institutions, universities, and tech companies, many of you who are here today are at the forefront of AI innovation, working on cutting-edge projects in various sectors, including finance, health, rare genetic diseases, shipping, cultural heritage, critical infrastructure, environmental sustainability, and many more. As the Chief Scientist, I monitor extensively the progress made on emerging technology adoption, particularly in the areas of cloud and artificial intelligence, and advocate strongly for organizations to be customer-centric, to embrace agility, and lean in on events such as today's hackathon that can have focus the acceleration of new ideas, the buildup of minimally viable products that can lead to new solutions and experiences for customers. Moreover, Cyprus has established itself as a premier destination for innovation, largely attributed to an advantageous IP-based income scheme, which provides an 80% exemption on profits delivered from the use of intangible assets, effectively reducing the tax rate to 2.5%. The tax rate is among the most competitive in Europe, making Cyprus an attractive location for companies to develop, manage, and take advantage of the IP. The Cypriot government is fully committed to supporting events that promote research and innovation and technological development, and we provide funding, resources, and favorable environments for startups and established companies to thrive. Through the Research Innovation Foundation, we aim to create opportunities for our brightest minds to showcase their talents and drive the next wave of technological breakthroughs. In fact, the foundation has so far allocated approximately 149 million euros to members of the ecosystem, funding 950 projects for its Restart national funding programs. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move forward towards the future shaped by automation and artificial intelligence, the importance of personalization across various sectors cannot be overlooked. Personalization, powered by artificial intelligence, has the potential to revolutionize industries by offering tailored experiences that meet individual user needs. Hackathons challenge and encourage individuals to innovate and develop solutions that are not only cutting edge, but also user-centric, enhancing the way that we interact with technology in our daily lives. From healthcare to education, from entertainment to smart cities, the applications of AI-driven personalization are vast and transformative, promising to make our interactions much more efficient, effective, and enjoyable. In the realm of fintech, personalization can provide new user insights, augment actionable insights, such as next best offers, help organizations to better understand their customers, and offer new products to lower net worth customers at marginal cost, thus enhancing customer insight, leveraging also education tools, trading platforms that adapt to user preferences, and the immense power of augmented and virtual reality experiences that redefine user engagement across new solutions. We are at the footsteps of a new era where AI-driven professionalism, personalization will transform every aspect of financial services, making them more accessible, efficient, and responsive. Before I wish you good luck on the workshop today and the actual hackathon, I'll spend a few minutes talking about some of the items that are considered important. Well, behind me, what you see today is the curve. The reality is that many people talk about digital technologies and don't realize how prevalent they are in our lives today. The most important part, as you see here, is that more than 73% of all digital transactions taking place worldwide are actually going through digital channels. And more than 90% of new startup companies and fintechs are essentially using AI today. That represents target addressable market of about $170 billion, of which there exist approximately 30,000 startups out there, all of which are building using AI. Now, most important is to see where we are here in Cyprus. The slides that I'm sharing here with you and the numbers are effective for 2021, so they have all gone up. You see here, there's a basic digital intensity in the country that's quite high. Big data and AI are a bit low, however, they are on the increase side. Last count that I had a month ago showed more than 50 companies and organizations in Cyprus that were using mainstream AI in various areas, be it healthcare, be it financial services, be it agriculture, be it space, across others. Now, most people talk about technology, and they talk about products, and they talk about hackathons, and they talk about how all of these go to market. They usually forget one of the most important items out there, and that is the business model. Right? The importance of a business model is how all of these technologies, be it emerging technologies like artificial intelligence or IoT sensors and others, how they all come together. I won't bore you today because this is a morning and it's more focused on the hackathon about the importance of all of these elements. However, what's important here is that tools or products like AI, technologies like AI help us reduce the cost structure of a service. How do they do that? They can actually scale, and when combined with other technologies like analytics and chatbots together, providing conversational intelligence, they have the sufficient capacity to lower the cost structure of interacting with customers. That leads to serving new channels and eventually new revenue streams. Why are new revenue streams important? New revenue streams are important because essentially they create new paths and new avenues for the company to really make an incremental return. Now, let me share some items with you here that are changing the world. All of you have heard where companies like Uber and Airbnb and Foodie and all of these markets like platforms, right? Where do you think, which one of these quarters here do you think that these companies fall in? Any guess from the audience? They go on the top left. And the top left is a simple example where we no longer talk about products or solutions. We're talking about platforms where all of these companies have a way of really understanding and automating the user experience. So let me show you an example. How many of you know of a company called Rolls-Royce? Put your hands up. Only 10, 20? So what does Rolls-Royce do, guys and ladies? Engines only? Overpriced cars. So a few years ago, this company called Rolls-Royce that had overpriced cars and was actually making engines, they actually ran into a specific problem. They wanted to increase their growth, double digit, but they couldn't grow. So what do you think they did? They couldn't sell more cars, double the cars they sold. They couldn't sell double the engines. So they created a very innovative concept. What they did is they actually took an engine and they put in the sensors in the engines and they started creating a new business model, a new solution that called Total Care as a Service. So Total Care as a Service is a subscription-based model that Rolls-Royce created. And what they went out and they said is, irrespective of how many airlines you have, how many airplanes you have, you don't need to have a stock of 100 engines for Airbus 380s or Airbus 330s, etc. and all of the people to wait. You sign by plane, and we monitor the plane in real time with the sensors using artificial intelligence, using different types of mechanisms in the control panel. And it is our job to provide you an SLA service for less than 2 hours in return time. So what is happening in reality right now as we look is that most of the companies out there are using technologies like artificial intelligence to move into that box that you see there. And that box becomes possible because when you actually start collecting the data and using technologies that are more efficient in identifying patterns and trends that can really give us actionable insights, you create a game changer effect. Right? So the platform business model that you see is a model that, from a business perspective, becomes possible because of the network effects we create. Artificial intelligence and the ability really to use technologies like machine learning and to be able to really make sense out of it, provide you with additional insight that helps you create new revenue streams, right? Artificial intelligence has today the potential of really optimizing or reducing the cost by 30%, but at the same time, it has a tremendous opportunity to really shift and empower a company to really create monumental percentage. Well, I'm not here to talk about business. I'm here to talk a bit more about how all of these come together. Well, artificial data is the new oil, right? How many of you have heard about it? Is data the new oil? It is, right? Well, guess what artificial intelligence is? It is the new energy. Right? When you combine these two together, right, you can create insight and you can really accelerate the way that which you go to the market. In fact, let me give you an example. I'm actually thinking sometimes all of these banks that are offering, services to their wealth, the wealth, right, or the private bank. Could we offer this type of service to lower class individuals, network individuals? We could, right? We could actually create robo advisors. In fact, many are already doing it, right? Creating robo advisors that have the knowledge. They actually use artificial intelligence to actually create that type of insight that they have, and then they go, instead of 1 million customers, they can take the same offer over to 100 million. This is why the biggest challenge that has been faced by banks is what we call disintermediation. Technology and technologies like artificial intelligence, cloud, big data These are technologies that have actually created a disintermediation effect. They become even more and more powerful. Now, as you see there on the right, fintechs and startups are coming from one side, using sophisticated data analytics and social media in a way to really create new value propositions for the customers. Why am I showing this to you? I'm showing this to you because who wants to actually start filling up sheets and signing in documents when you just want to make a transfer from one account to the other? I mean, it's been 5 to 10 years right now where banks even in the rest of the world can actually have a social transaction, and all of this is enabled using latest technologies. Now, the key thing here is that when you bring artificial intelligence into play, you can actually understand and analyze customer behavior much faster, right? To a much better form of accuracy. You can detect fraud, and you can actually identify other heuristics of the customer moving forward. And that's what is very important, is that we keep on talking about technologies like artificial intelligence, but we forget one simple thing. It's a tool or it's a technology that can help us personalize, right, the solution or the service that we can actually give to the end customer. Now, I won't talk about all of these logos. I think CE Insight has them very spread out across different areas, be it regulation, fraud detection, general purpose analytics, personas, marketing research, sentimental analysis. Today, most of your organizations and even banks are using artificial intelligence across, be it in use cases like social network analysis, fraud, KYC, many others. What's important is that these ones here, customer service, investment, wealth management, loan approval, etc. Right? Just imagine if the Bank of Cyprus yesterday had the possibility of recognizing that I wanted to actually buy NVIDIA. Even better, just imagine if they actually used artificial intelligence to know that there is a splitting event and that 10 to 1 or 1 to 10 would actually make a very, very big opportunity. These are use cases that are implemented by solutions like the youth fintechs that make their solutions very, very important. So key takeaway here, it's not just having a great idea and just dumping it into creating it, making it an MVP. It's about finding an idea that does two things. It creates values for users and it can capture value for users. And if you can have the two together, right, you can create substantial value for a company to use this moving forward. Now, before I stop, just highlighting here some of the use cases that are predominant in financial services. The ones that I usually like are the personal services, customer experience, data analytics, etc. The most important part here is that artificial intelligence as a technology allows us to personalize, customize a solution and service for everyone. Right? Imagine that the top solution that we used to offer for wealth management to the top tier of customers, if we actually package that in a bot that is actually a conversational bot powered by an LLM, right, that understands wealth management and investment, that scale across millions of users at marginal cost. This is the power of artificial intelligence. This is why, moving onwards, I'll skip this one here. I think most of the guys are already having fun behind, but I'll leave you with some key thoughts here, right? Obsess about the customer experience. Before you start building your idea, before you start building the next module that you're going to show the manager or the team out there, find something that is really going to add value to the customer journey, right? It's the way we buy, it's the way we transact, the way we interact, it's the way we actually enable our users to benefit from our security solutions. Obsess about how it creates value. If you can create value and the value you create is substantial, then the benefit is there, right? Then think and iterate or ideate extensively, right? One idea doesn't only lead to one solution. One idea can lead to multiple solutions. The point here that we all need to think about is how do we actually take the idea that aligns with the business model that we have where we can capture value. So we create value when we can capture value, right? In our business model, we can actually create what we call the operational value. Obsess about capturing that value and validate your MVP, your wife. What I'd like to do after the solution, to see the solutions today is for me, everybody is a winner because they will actually come up with a solution, right? But what is important is as they take the experience home to their own organizations and they start thinking about how all of these are creating a new way of really moving forward, that is a game-changing event. So for us, hackathons, yes, they're a way of ideating faster. They're a way of producing innovation faster, but they're a way of destroying the siloed ways of thinking of creating solutions and recommendations and creating a framework that will eventually help us accelerate innovation much faster. Now, the last one here is engage your business sponsors, right? Spend time, even if you spend a day or spend 2 days in really running a hackathon, make sure that your team is actually, or your line management, your executive management is there. They can actually see this. And remember, 3 things. Create value, capture value, align the MVP to something that can really win the process. And to all of you here, I would like to thank you for giving me an opportunity to share some thoughts. And I wish you all a great hackathon day, and I'm looking forward to hearing the results. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Also, a great thank you to Mr. Dobrovolsky for his vision here and for organizing this whole event. At this point, we would like to welcome our first keynote speaker, Mr. Andrea Lechisny, Industry Manager, FinTech at Google.
Now? Yeah. So, good morning, everyone. Hey, today, thanks for having me today. My name is Andre, and I work as an industry manager at Google Dubai. And my job and my goal is helping our clients thrive in their partnership with Google by basically growing their business. And to achieve that, me, our specialist team, our engineering team, we not only implement Google advertising solutions, we also implement tailored solutions, custom solutions, and so on. And all of them have AI backed in their. So today I'm going to talk about 2 things. My presentation consists of 2 parts. First, we're going to take a brief overview of the state of AI at Google. And second part is going to be about how you can implement your business's AI capabilities to multiply the effects of using Google's products. So let's start. First, about the AI. At Google, we believe that AI now is the most profound technology humanity is working on right now. And from the company's perspective, we expect that it's to be as big as the internet and mobile were. And that means when the internet brought people online, Google was there to connect them with people around, with the information that they were looking for, with businesses and products. And mobile essentially gave the 24/7 access from wherever you are to the same thing. And now we're heading the AI revolution. So how things have been going so far? Starting early from machine learning enhancing search to AlphaGo's triumph in the ancient game of Go, Google has been pushing boundaries of AI. And recent breakthroughs of large language models such as BERT and PAL showcase AI's potential to solve complex problems and deepen our understanding of the world. And of course, Google uses those technologies to enhance its product. So let's take a look at a few of them. First thing is help me organize feature integrated into Google Workspace that was designed initially to help people collaborate with each other. And with this integration, now you can collaborate with AI. So simply you just give it prompts of the project that you want to work on or what you want to achieve, and get a structured project plan straight into your spreadsheet. Another probably more relevant example for such features is a well-known probably feature called Help Me Write, known from Gmail and products like that. So now it's been integrated into Google's Play console, so you can create custom store listings with the help of AI helper and providing only a few prompts and the information from your main application. And also, it's capable of translating your application store pages in 10 more languages using new models to translate. So yeah, how cool is that? And the last, but probably most notable thing is Help Me Visualize feature, again integrated in Google Slides. So for me and probably for most of you, finding images, creating visuals for your presentations has always been a struggle, at least for me. And now you can use this solution to help you get tailored images, illustrations to convey your ideas. This was all about the consumer side of things. And now let's take a look at the business side. First instances of AI-powered products goes back to 2015 when app campaigns were introduced. And later on, this technology has been integrated into various product areas such as measurements, shopping, and many more, display, and it's all gave birth to products such as Google Analytics 4, Performance Max, Mansion, and so on. And now we're at an inflection point where we can combine our AI products with new generative AI capabilities in order to unlock new growth opportunities. And we see this multiplication effect result across three main areas, which are customer connections, creative, and confidence. For the sake of time today, I'm going to continue with only two of them, which are customer connections and confidence, because they are tightly linked to the product subject. So what is customer connection? This is basically how AI can help you unlock and find new pockets of demand by marketing at the speed of customers. So recent reports show that customer journeys have become so complicated, so complex, and it's been reported that 61% of customers are using more than 5 touch points before they make their buying decision. That includes searching, watching videos, and many more. And at the same time, the opposite is happening. Shopping on impulse has also increased year over year, with 25% of consumers saying that they bought on impulse in the last 2 days. For your business, that would mean that getting the right message to the right customer at the right moment has become a constantly moving target. And to keep your presence across all these touch points, your marketing campaigns has to be complicated enough and sophisticated enough in order to maintain profitability. And here's where AI-powered campaigns have got your back. Just like before, I said about the range of products backed by AI, but I'm going to focus more on app campaigns specifically. And here's why. I'm going to talk from the fintech standpoint, as I'm an industry manager for fintech. So basically, app campaigns are the core of the growth for the majority of fintech customers and advertisers. two reasons why that is that. So first, trading now is happening on mobile devices, and basically all you have to care about, or the most important thing for you, is how do you land your target audience or your user into your app. And second thing, not only those campaigns are very simple and take few minutes to set up and get running, they also use the full potential of the AI capabilities and show your ad across all the available ad services. Of course, they're suitable, they're a good fit for solving multiple business problems, but I'm gonna focus on two of them, which is optimizing actions and or optimizing ROAS, which stands for return on ad spend. This is the type of bidding strategies that's based on AI, and they focus on maximizing either of those two. So from the fintech perspective, that means we want to show our ads to only to the customers who are at least familiar with trading and ready to make their deposits, let's say, and get down to business immediately. But that is the main challenge right now for all the marketers. And before trying to solve this challenge, it's worth to make yourself familiar with a concept. Let's call it a campaigns campaign learning cycle that could be illustrated as these three steps change into an infinite loop. So here's how it works. At the first iteration of the cycle, you got your target. That's a kind of that's something similar to a cold start model, defining your initial audience. On the second step, you got your ads growth, and this is where your model goes into operation and gets your impressions and clicks. And from those clicks, you get conversions. And this is a very important part of this process, because this is one of a few available interfaces of interaction with the system. And this is how basically the system knows how well it performs. So once you uploaded your conversions, another cycle starts again by calibrating the results, perform campaign, decide how well it performs, makes necessary tweaks, and triggers another cycle. So this is how it works. And at this point, it's important to understand that AI is only as good as the data you put into it, meaning the conversions. And to make it know who are your desired users, you have to provide it with quality feedback. And of course, you have to master your conversions. This is how it comes to a confidence area, which is basically meaning that in order to make decisions confidently, you have to have solid measurements and the ability to find insights in your data. And this is where your business, it's time for your business capabilities to step in and change the game. So remember this learning cycle and this equation embedded into it, where U means your conversions. And from the fintech perspective, that means fintech advertisers, they always want to get traders in their apps, not idling registration, let's say. And as a good signal, you can consider that would be like actual deposits or sum deposits, or users' lifetime value would be a good measure of how well campaign performed. But when solving growth problems and scaling your acquisition, this is not enough. And here's why. In a nutshell, target growth campaign usually it's optimized the value, the incoming value maximizes. And in other terms, means that you want to spend on your ads less money that you get from your users in LTV. But challenges arise when two things happen. First, you need to send your conversions back to the system within the first 14 days since the day users install your app. And second, think, what if you know your users LTV on day 30 or day 60 or maybe after a year? And to make it more complicated, what if your LTV looks like one of these three lines on the graph? So this makes it challenging, and eventually your app campaign would only optimize knowing the data that came in the first 14 days and not knowing what was after that point. So how can you solve this problem? And what we've been trying to solve for last, let's say, couple of years is you can go with predictions, predicting your conversions. So there are two ways, two main approaches to that problem. First is to predict your user's action in the future. In our case, it's going to be or future deposit. And second way is to predict how much deposits in value your users will make on day X, let's say. And we've come to a conclusion. We've been doing this for long. We've implemented it multiple times, and we came to a conclusion that first way is the easiest, the most effective way to improve your app campaigns. So now I'm gonna try and break down our process and share it in more detail. So when I talk about predicting LTV, that means we only predict this value for users who already done their made their first deposit. And our models are based on three key pillars. First, is you have to have your very well-structured user behavior data. In our case, we use GA4 data sets with a log of events, user events within your app. Second thing is your first-party data. It's something that greatly improves the model's quality and accuracy of your predictions. And the last thing is your model stack. So we've been playing around with various technologies such as Vertex AI, OCML, various open source models, and came to a conclusion that the results, the difference in the results between different approaches is not really important. So my advice here would be for you to choose the solution and the stack that best fits your budget and IT environment. And let's take a look at the process. This is a real-life process. So we start with collecting historical data. As I said before, we use GA4 data of events that happen on the app, and we run it through. We take it as is and run it through a workflow that is capable of taking in an array, a data set with an undefined array of events and producing a well-structured and stable outcome. Next step is we're adding another slice of data to it by doing feature engineering based on the standard set of rules. On the third step is where we break down our problem into steps. And speaking about predicting lifetime value, we usually have three steps. First step is going to be predicting is there going to be a next purchase at all for user after they've made their first purchase or first deposit? So if your model at this step is accurate enough, you don't have to predict the full lifetime value for users that have low probability, because you already know their lifetime value. It usually is an equivalent of their first deposit. On the second step, we've got classifiers to predict users' lifetime value buckets. And this is very important when we deal with the broad range of variants of lifetime value. And on the third step, we have regressors, models that are equal by a number of buckets we have that produce final LTV. And at the end of this process, we just pack. I mean, on the fourth step, we just pack together all those three steps into a single workflow based on Google Cloud's workflows that takes the result of the product of the model and sends it as a new conversion back to Google Analytics 4, from where your marketing team can import this conversion and use it in their media. And of course, we have to reiterate this process once in, let's say, 30 days in order to keep our models up to date. So this is the real-life example of how we approach this thing. And this is a success case of a fintech company that's implemented this predictive event in their meeting. Of course, this impressive results like 67% of total revenue growth and 38% of RPQ growth wasn't the result of only predictive events. It was a complex of it was a set of actions such as implementing Firebase, which is an SDK for mobile tracking, optimizing the campaigns, and among them was LTV predictions as new conversions, which had their